South Carolina propelled Joe Biden to top of Democratic primary in 2020. And on Monday, President returned hoping state and its black voters could help recharge his re-election bid. State's February 3 Democratic primary is not competitive, but with so many black voters saying in polls and Democratic focus groups that they are disengaged and disaffected with political process. South Carolina, far from a battleground in the general election, will be first election test of how deep a hole Biden has actually drilled. During Monday's speech, Biden, Rep. He nodded to importance of Jim Clyburn and South Carolina's black voters, whom he credits with turning the tide of 2020 primary in his favor. It's because of this community, South Carolina's black community, and this is not an exaggeration. Jim Clyburn, I stand here today as your president, and I've done my best to honor your trust, with his campaign in early polls of general election. And even under his administration some consider 2-week win re-election. Biden is trying to get the country agree with him that future of democracy depends on him winning. He made that argument in a fiery speech Friday near Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, where George Washington and his army survived a brutal winter and went on to win the Revolutionary War. But by going the Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, he reaches into very different and painful part of American history, and makes a very clear attempt to win back the black support that had drifted away from him. In what he says has become warning of what extremism can lead to. The word God has been riddled with bullets of hatred and anger propelled by not just gunpowder, but a poison that has plagued this nation for far too long. White supremacy. Not today. Tomorrow or never, Biden recalled of a 2015 church by a white supremacist on Monday. Biden will meet with survivors and families of those killed in the, said a source familiar with the plans. Clyburn, who is co-chairman of the Biden campaign, told CNN he believes Biden can still resonate with voters, but he will need to connect directly with voters and remind them of what ministration has accomplished. It's one thing for people to hear you, but the most effective thing is that people feel you. That's what's effective, Clyburn said, drawing on Biden's campaign's extensive history with South Carolina, where he has a team of operatives in place. People are feeling Joe Biden, but Biden's connection to government and community is what resonates most, Clyburn argued. And that was on display Monday as Biden frequently drew chants of 4 more years from church crowds. That connection goes back decades from many family vacations he began taking years crash that killed first wife and baby daughter, including in 2015, weeks after his son Beau, to 2020 primary. Unexpectedly, a series of early campaign-ending losses that he turned bid for a great victory overnight. You all make it possible.